Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a fascinating and complex comparison between two of the most advanced missile systems in the world, Israel's Arrow 3 and China's DF-41. These two represent opposite ends of the missile spectrum. One is a state-of-the-art defensive interceptor system designed to destroy ballistic missiles in space, and the other is one of the most powerful offensive intercontinental ballistic missiles ever built. In this video, we'll break down how these two systems work, what makes them unique, and what their capabilities mean for global military balance. This is not about opinions or politics. It's a fact-based look at cutting-edge military technology. Let's start with Israel's Arrow 3, the crown jewel of its multi-layered missile defense system. Developed jointly by Israel Aerospace Industries, IAI, and the U.S. Missile Defense Agency, the Arrow 3 is designed to intercept long-range ballistic missiles outside the Earth's atmosphere. Think of it as a space interceptor that meets an incoming missile in mid-flight, well before it can re-enter the atmosphere or reach its target. The Arrow 3 doesn't carry an explosive warhead. Instead, it destroys targets through direct impact, what's called a hit-to-kill mechanism. That means it literally crashes into the enemy missile with pinpoint accuracy, using sheer kinetic energy to obliterate it. The system's radar and guidance are among the most sophisticated in the world. The ELM 2080 Green Pine radar, which supports the Arrow system, can detect threats hundreds of kilometers away, tracking multiple targets simultaneously. Once a threat is detected, the Arrow 3 missile is launched into space, where it separates from its booster and begins maneuvering using small thrusters to find and collide with the incoming missile. This gives Israel the ability to defend against long-range threats, including intercontinental ballistic missiles potentially carrying nuclear warheads. It's a remarkable technological achievement for a small country that faces constant regional threats and must always be ready for the unexpected. Now, let's shift to China's DF-41. Also known as the Dongfeng 41. If the Arrow 3 represents defense, the DF-41 represents the pinnacle of offensive missile power. It's an intercontinental ballistic missile capable of delivering nuclear warheads to almost any point on Earth. Developed by the People's Liberation Army Rocket Force, the DF-41 is considered one of the longest-range and most powerful ICBMs in existence. Estimates suggest it has a range of 12,000 to 15,000 kilometers, meaning it could reach the continental United States, Europe, or anywhere in Asia from mainland China. The DF-41 is a solid-fuel, road-mobile missile, meaning it can be transported and launched from various platforms, making it much harder to detect or target. It can be deployed from mobile launchers, silos, or even rail systems, allowing China to move it quickly and keep adversaries guessing. What makes it particularly dangerous is its ability to carry multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, MAR-Vs, up to 10 nuclear warheads, each capable of striking a different target. This gives China an overwhelming strike capability that can overwhelm even advanced missile defense systems. While the Arrow 3 is all about protection and precision interception, the DF-41 is about deterrence and overwhelming power. The philosophies behind them couldn't be more different. Israel's defense strategy is built on survival. It must defend its small territory from potential missile attacks, often from hostile neighbors. The Arrow 3 fits perfectly into that doctrine by offering a last line of defense against long-range threats, especially if they are nuclear or high-explosive ballistic missiles. China, on the other hand, relies on its missile forces as part of its nuclear deterrence strategy. The DF-41 is meant to ensure that no adversary, including the United States or Russia, would dare strike first, knowing that China could retaliate with devastating force. This is what military analysts call a second strike capability, meaning even if China were attacked, it could still respond with enough firepower to deter future aggression. When comparing the technical capabilities, it's important to understand that the Arrow 3 and DF-41 are not direct rivals. They serve completely different purposes. The Arrow 3 is part of a defensive shield, while the DF-41 is an offensive sword. But comparing their technologies still gives us fascinating insights into how nations are preparing for the next generation of warfare. In terms of speed, Both systems operate at incredible velocities. The DF-41, as an ICBM, can reach speeds exceeding Mach 25, or about 30,000 kilometers per hour, as it travels through space during its mid-course phase. The Arrow 3 interceptor, meanwhile, travels at roughly Mach 9, fast enough to intercept missiles in the vacuum of space before they can descend toward Earth. This speed and precision are essential, because the window to intercept a ballistic missile traveling at hypersonic speeds is extremely short, sometimes just a few minutes. Another important difference is in guidance systems. The DF-41 uses advanced inertial guidance with satellite navigation, allowing it to strike targets with high accuracy across continents. The Arrow 3, on the other hand, uses multiple guidance systems, radar tracking, onboard sensors, and real-time communication with ground control to adjust its trajectory mid-flight and ensure a direct collision with the target. It's like comparing a sniper rifle and a bulletproof shield. Both are engineered masterpieces, but for completely different missions. The strategic value of each system also reflects their country's military doctrines. Israel's Arrow 3 is part of a multi-layered missile defense network that includes the Iron Dome for short-range threats, David's Sling for medium-range missiles, and Arrow 2 and Arrow 3 for long-range threats. Together, these create a defensive umbrella that protects Israeli cities and critical infrastructure. The Arrow 3 even has a unique advantage. It can intercept threats outside Earth's atmosphere, reducing the risk of nuclear contamination if an enemy warhead is destroyed. China's DF-41, meanwhile, is not meant to defend but to deter. It's a message to the world that China has a credible nuclear force capable of surviving any first strike. With MIRV capability, mobility, and sheer range, the DF-41 ensures that no adversary can neutralize China's nuclear arsenal in one blow. It's a cornerstone of China's growing strategic confidence and a central piece of its modern military doctrine. When it comes to international impact, the Arrow 3 has recently gained new attention after its export deal with Germany in 2023. Germany became the first foreign buyer of the Arrow 3 system, marking a milestone in Israel's defense exports and expanding the system's influence into Europe. This not only strengthens NATO's missile defense architecture, but also elevates Israel's role as a global leader in anti-missile technology. The DF-41, on the other hand, remains a symbol of China's technological rise and military modernization. It's not for export, and it's tightly controlled under China's nuclear command structure. In terms of testing and real-world performance, the Arrow 3 has undergone multiple successful interceptions, including simulated targets representing long-range ballistic threats. Its effectiveness has made it one of the most trusted high-altitude defense systems in existence. The DF-41, while not tested in combat, has undergone extensive trials in China, and its capabilities are considered credible by Western defense analysts. Its appearance in military parades and satellite images confirms its operational readiness and deployment. The comparison also highlights a broader truth about modern warfare. The balance between offense and defense is constantly evolving. As offensive missiles become faster, stealthier, and more powerful, defense systems must evolve to counter them. Israel's Arrow 3 represents the cutting edge of that defensive evolution, while China's DF-41 represents the peak of offensive missile power. It's a technological arms race that defines global security today. Ultimately, the Arrow 3 and DF-41 symbolize two philosophies. One seeks to protect life by preventing destruction. The other seeks to prevent war through the threat of unmatched power. Both are products of their nation's histories, threats, and ambitions. Israel's survival-driven innovation has produced a missile defense system that pushes the boundaries of space warfare. China's long-term strategy and emphasis on deterrence have produced one of the most formidable nuclear delivery systems ever created. In conclusion, this isn't a battle between two missiles. It's a window into how technology shapes national security and global stability. Whether it's the Arrow 3's precision or the DF-41's raw power, both demonstrate the incredible advancements in military science and the growing role of technology in maintaining balance, or tension, between nations. As we move into an era where AI, space, and cyber warfare intertwine with traditional weapons, systems like these will continue to define the front lines of defense and deterrence. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown of Israel's Arrow 3 versus China's DF-41 informative, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most advanced military technologies.